Do you like humor? Humor means things that are funny, like funny videos, funny pictures, jokes and riddles, and stories that make you laugh. The story that I hope will make you laugh today is Uncle Farley's False Teeth. Does that name already make you want to laugh? Our author is Alice Walsh, and the illustrator is Michael Marchenko. Do you see anything funny on this cover already? What do you think is going to happen with Uncle Farley's teeth? I think you may be right. Darcy loved Uncle Farley's teeth. Every afternoon for his 3-hour nap, he would flip them right out of his mouth and put them in a glass of water. One day, Darcy heard him snoring. She sneaked into his room and snatched his teeth and ran. She headed straight down to the wharf where her friends were playing. She showed them Uncle Farley's teeth. "Wow," said Emma. "Awesome," said Kevin. "Cool," said Natasha. "Holy cow," said Willie. But while they were admiring them, the teeth slipped from Darcy's hands and fell down into the water. Darcy looked and looked, but all she could see was a big fish. It was a fabulous fish, Darcy thought. He had a great big tail, and on his fin were little white freckles. But then the fish opened his big mouth, and she saw that he was wearing Uncle Farley's teeth. "Oh no," said Darcy. "I've got to get them back." But the fish swam far out into the ocean. "I know what to do," said Kevin. "I'll get my dad. He's a fisherman. He'll catch that big fish and get Uncle Farley's teeth right back." Kevin's dad tied a piece of purple bubble gum on a string for bait. Bait is what they use to catch fish. "Oh, fish," he called. And the fabulous fish with the freckled fin swam back into the harbor again. He wore Uncle Farley's teeth as if they belonged to him. Kevin tugged, but when he pulled the string up, the bubble gum was gone, and the fish was grinning up at them. "Hey, fish," he shouted, "you have my gum." The fish opened his big mouth and blew the biggest, purplest bubble, puffiest purple bubble that the children had ever seen. "Oh, awesome," said Kevin, as the fish swam out in the ocean and Uncle Farley's teeth were still in his mouth. "I'll get my mom," said Emma. "She's a dentist. She pulls teeth all the time." So off Emma went to look for her mom. Emma's mom came at once. She stepped out into the water. "Fish," she called, and the fabulous fish with the freckled fin swam back into the harbor again. He wore Uncle Farley's teeth as if they belonged to him. "Open wide," she said. The fish opened his mouth wide, but then, with Uncle Farley's teeth, bit down on the dentist's hand. "Ouch!" cried Emma's mom, and she ran away. "Oh, rats," said Emma, as the big fish swam far out into the ocean again, with Uncle Farley's teeth still in his mouth. "My dad is a policeman," said Natasha. "He can have that fish arrested. I'll go look for him." Natasha looked all over town and finally found him. Natasha's dad walked out into the water. "Fish, this is the police. Come back to the shore with your teeth out." And the fabulous fish with the freckled fin swam back into the harbor again. He wore Uncle Farley's teeth as if they belonged to him. Then the fish blew another large purple bubble. "Cool," said Natasha. But then You know what happens when a bubble gets really big? The bubble broke and gum went all over her dad. There was gum on his badge, gum all over his uniform, and even gum on his face. Oops, said Natasha. Oh, said her dad, and he went to find some fresh clothes. The fish swam out into the ocean again with Uncle Farley's teeth still in his mouth. My dad is the mayor, said Willie. My mom says that he can get people to do anything. Willie knew exactly where to find his dad. He was home watching cartoons like he did every afternoon. Fish! Fish, come here. This is a meeting. The fabulous fish with the freckled fin swam back into the harbor again. He wore Uncle Farley's teeth as if they belonged to him. I promise to clean the garbage from the ocean, said the mayor. I promise that the most important animal will be fish. And he promised and he promised and he promised. Okay, now, how much will this cost me? What do you think it's going to cost him? The fish flipped his large tail and water splashed down all over the mayor. Holy cow, said Willie. Look at Dad's suit. Said the mayor, and he stomped off. The big fish swam far out of the ocean again, and Uncle Farley's teeth were still in his mouth. It was getting late. Darcy's friends all ran out of help. She started with her friend who had whose dad was a fisherman, and then her friend's mom was the dentist, and then the dad was a policeman, and a dad was the mayor, and none of them were able to help. Now Darcy's by herself. It was getting late. Darcy was all alone on the beach. 3 hours had almost passed, and Uncle Farley would be awake in exactly 13 minutes. Oh, I have to get Uncle Farley's teeth back, Darcy told herself. She thought of all the things she could do. I could wait until the fish is asleep, but that would take too long. I could try to make him sneeze, but she didn't know how. So Darcy walked out into the water. Oh, fish, she called. The fabulous fish with the freckled fin swam back into the harbor again. He wore Uncle Farley's teeth as if they belonged to him. Fish, said Darcy. The teeth belong to my Uncle Farley. He'll be waking up from his nap in, oh my, in 9 more minutes. The fish looked at her square in the eye. Now let me get this straight. These are your Uncle Farley's teeth? They've been in someone else's mouth? Oh, why didn't somebody tell me that in the first place? The fish flipped his large tail and then swam far out into the ocean again, and Uncle Farley's teeth were safe in Darcy's pocket. She raced home before Uncle Farley woke up. Did she make it in time? Look at Uncle Farley's teeth. What do we see there? What is in his teeth? Yeah, I think that's a bit of seaweed. What do you think she told him? Do you think she told him the truth and told him what really happened? Would you? I wouldn't take his teeth to begin with because that would not be very nice, but it was kind of funny, wasn't it? I hope that you were able to get a laugh from this story and think about how to solve problems. And who finally solved the problem? Darcy solved it herself, didn't she? She got it all worked out. Almost. I enjoyed being with you. Till next time.